So last night the story dropped that the Denver Nuggets are going in on Zach Lavine. They're really interested in Zach Lavine. The Athletic reported it. A lot of Bulls fans got excited, and I really don't know why. This isn't a trade that the Bulls win at all. The trade would have to be Michael Porter Jr. and Zeke Naji for Zach Lavine. That's a losing trade. We lose every aspect of that trade. We're not getting any salary cap relief. The contracts match up to exactly what Zach Lavine is making. Michael Porter Jr.'s contract goes just as long as Zach Lavine's contract, and Zeke Naji's contract actually goes a year longer. So not getting any salary cap relief out of it. We're getting worse players. Michael Porter Jr. is not very good, guys. He's been pretty disappointing since coming into the league. His game hasn't grown at all. He's still a guy who really all he offers you is a bucket. He doesn't rebound. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't play make. And when you watch him on the offensive end, I think his offense has regressed since he came into the NBA. The injuries have definitely taken a toll. His athleticism has taken a hit. A lot of his offense is predicated off Nikola Jokic's playmaking. So he's not really great at getting it on his own like Zach Lavine is. And then Zeke Naji sucks. There's no other way to put it. It's a massive, massive bag fumble by the Nuggets giving him that contract. It kind of screwed up how they could build that roster around Nikola Jokic because they don't even play Zeke Naji. And when you watch the Denver Nuggets, they desperately need depth out there. So if Zeke Naji could play even a little bit, he'd be getting minutes out there. So that dude sucks. So we're getting worse players back. And I know Michael Porter Jr., people, they'll say, oh, well, he's young. He's really not that young, guys. He's been in the league for a long time. I believe he's only 2 years younger than Zach Lavine at this point. He's not young. We've seen the ceiling of his game, and it's not very good, and he's not getting any better. He's not growing his game. It's been the same game since he came into the NBA, and he has the injury problem. So we're not getting any salary cap relief. We're getting worse players back. We're probably not going to get any draft capital back because the Denver Nuggets don't have very many picks to trade to begin with. So I doubt that they're going to trade any of those picks in this deal. It's not a great trade. This is one of those things where you making a trade just to make a trade at this point. It doesn't make the Bulls any better. It doesn't make the Bulls any worse, to be honest. I mean, Michael Porter Jr., Zach Lavine's been great this year. I don't really know that he's the reason the Bulls are winning any games, to be honest. I think it's more just the style the Bulls are playing, the chaoticness of it. You put Michael Porter Jr. in Zach Lavine's spot. We're slightly worse, but I don't think it's worse enough to put us in a tanking position. So it's another trade it's a purgatory trade. It doesn't make the Bulls any better. It makes them slightly worse, but not bad enough to be in the Dylan Harper sweepstakes. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of the deal. I saw some people throw it out there. Oh, we could get Julian Strawther. He's a good young player. He's really not. He's an end of the first round pick. He hasn't shown anything in Denver. He's another guy where if he was good, the Nuggets would be giving him a lot more minutes. He'd be getting a lot more opportunity to shine. So I'm not a fan of the trade. On the Nuggets end, this trade would be great. I called for this in the offseason, actually. I said they would, when the Nuggets got eliminated, I was one of the first people who said Zach Lavine makes a lot of sense for them because he's an upgrade at the Michael Porter Jr. position. He is a much better version of Michael Porter Jr. So if they got this version of Zach Lavine we've seen this year who's letting the offense come to him, if they got that guy in Denver, they might be my pick out west. So great trade for the Nuggets, horrible trade for the Bulls. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this potential trade.